everyone, so sorry I haven't put out any videos or anything in a few days. I've had some health issues I needed to take care of, but I'm back for now. So if you're anything like me, you know the last frost date was supposed to be last Wednesday, last frost date for Pennsylvania, and then you looked at the 10-day forecast and it was supposed to be pretty warm, and you were like, oh baby, it's time to get those plants in the ground. And then this week you looked at the 10-day forecast and saw, oh, it's supposed to get to 39 at night, and on Friday it's supposed to even drop to 30. Oops. And you know what, with nature, sometimes you just got to be flexible. Nature doesn't say, oh, I guess, well, it's the last frost date, best time to warm right up. Sometimes the frost date is just kind of like an estimate of when your last frost is going to be. It's not a for sure thing. But if you have, like me, planted your tomatoes, your peppers, your tomatillos, foolishly an eggplant, which should have gone in halfway through May, but I got a little ambitious. So anywho, if you've planted some plants that are not cold tolerant, so your radishes, your onions, your potatoes, stuff like that, that is fine. Don't worry about any of your cold weather crops. But again, for peppers, tomatoes, tomatillos, various spices, basically anything on your seed packet that says plant after last frost date, or after danger of last frost is passed, you're going to want to do something to help protect those. If you don't know if your particular plant is frost tolerant or not, it's super easy. Just Google what temperatures XYZ plant can handle. So most plants that are not cold tolerant, though, if it drops below 32, below freezing, then it will cause the plant cell wall to burst and die. And we don't want our plants that we just planted and took all that time getting to grow from seed to just up and die due to a little bit of cold. Now, there are some things you can do to help protect your plants, so I'm not terribly worried because I am aware of these methods. The first thing you're going to want to do to help protect your plants is, if you've planted in containers, just take them inside at night when it starts getting cold, and then take them out again in the morning so they can get some sunlight and, warm up. And any night where it drops lower temperatures, lower 40s into the 30s, just take them inside. No worries. So the next thing I did to help protect my plants from the cold is I put some hay down as a mulch to help keep the seeds I planted in this bed and the seedlings insulated, to add that extra layer of protection. If you're thinking, Lindsay, I'm not a weirdo like you, I don't just have bales of hay laying around to use as an insulator. That's okay. There are still more things you can do to help protect your plants from the cold. So you can see I put hay down on our peanuts that haven't sprouted yet to try and keep them in the soil warm. So we're renovating our house. I took some plastic sheeting and some stakes, so that way the plastic sheeting wasn't resting directly on the plant. Put it over my eggplants right here. Basically created a mini greenhouse for them. So let's say you don't have hay, you don't have plastic sheeting, you don't have frost fabric or anything like that. Well, it's okay. You can still use stuff right out of your recycling bin. I have a gallon milk jug right here. I just cut a hole out of the bottom. I picked this one because it's clear. I won't have to continuously take it on and off unless I really want to. You can just place it right over the Turkish orange eggplant, which I have right here. It'll be safe. So I've got my Turkish orange eggplant right here, and my milk jug out of the recycling bin. Cut the hole in the bottom. All I need to do, place it so it's over the Turkish orange eggplant. Bam! Protection from the frost. Right in your recycling bin. Let's say you don't have plastic sheeting, you don't have hay, maybe you don't have anything that you could use in your recycling bin. Fear not, there's still one more thing at least that I'm going to show you, that you can do to help protect your plants. And that is, I have a towel. You can also use a blanket. Basically, all you got to do is wrap it around your plant. Make sure it's not crushing your plant, but wrap it around your plant so that way it still has that insulation. You're going to want to make sure you take it off in the morning so that way your plant can still get sunlight the next day. But bed sheets, towels, also a very good insulator for your plants through a cold night. You get to tuck your plants in. I hope this has been useful. Alright, so I finished getting all of our plants covered just as it got dark outside. I hope this has been helpful in helping you seize the greens of your garden. Let me know if you have any questions.